This is day 2 of self-love challenge, and I'm already making extreme progress, and I just want to say I love myself. So I just finished a 1-hour meditation. It was amazing. It's a meditation by Dr. Joe Dispenza, Synchronizing Your Energy with Love. That was a big impact so far today, and I'm so glad I did it first thing in the morning. I honestly didn't wake up with the ambition to do anything, right? I woke up feeling sad, not gonna lie. I woke up feeling anxious. Truly, I woke up with my heart, pacing really fast, and all I knew is that subconsciously, maybe during my sleep, I was still, grieving through the pain of, what's happening right now. But other than that, I'm glad I meditated. I'm glad I feel love right now. I'm glad I feel joy. I love myself. I love myself. And today is day 2 of self-love, and I'm not stopping here. I'm about to go hit the gym, crush it, show myself more love, let out all that energy, and then I'll come back, do a pineal gland breathing by, again, Dr. Joe Dispenza. Amazing breathing. I'd never felt this back of my brain and being able to hit that with, energy. And, apparently it gets the fluids going and takes all the energy from your body up to your brain. It's amazing, right? So I'm going to do that. After that, I'll go straight to Central Park, enjoy a day in nature, and enjoy more love today, man. Enjoy the life I live. Enjoy the beauty, the divinity of how lucky I am to be part of this earth, and enjoy all the beauty it has to offer. Let's go. We are in Central Park, getting some grounding in, getting some vitamin D, and feeling love, to see a bunch of individuals here enjoying life, having a good time. That's what life is about, right? It's not about the stressful moments. It's not about the weak moments. It's not about, being insecure. I feel so much love and life just being here, and just seeing that everybody here in this world is on their own journey, right? And I happen to be on my own journey as well, right? Makes no difference. We are all the same. We are all one. And yeah, I think there's a lot of reflecting to do right now while I sit here, hit a short meditation, and really take advantage of these days. These days never come back. They pass by and they're forever history. And this is the present moment. I could choose to live in the past. I could choose to live in the future. But the place that everybody should live in is right now, right? Everybody is enjoying being themselves and enjoying day out of day, right? Because tomorrow's never promised. The same situations are never promised. And that's the problem. We want life to be static. We want life to be predictable. We want it to be so easy, because the moment we can't predict life, or we get hit with circumstances that we are not ready for, we fold, we panic. We start saying, wow, I can't predict what's gonna happen. I can't predict what's gonna come. And I feel like that's the downfall of the human mind, right? Because our mind just wants to predict the best case scenario. It wants to predict the biggest fantasies. It wants to predict that everything your ego wants will come true, right? And that's good, man. I mean, it's confidence at one point. It's good that you have these optimistic views. But what about when the bad moments come, right? We still want to fool ourselves. And sometimes we fool ourselves by blaming outside circumstances, right? And I think today I accept, I attract whatever comes to my life, right? Let's sit this way. There we go. I attract whatever comes to my life. And there's nobody to blame, right? Today I'm able to let go and let whoever wants to do anything, let them do it, right? If I got broken up with, oh well, let them do it. If I got shown zero love, let them do it. If I got shown their true colors, let them do it. If I got cheated on, let them do it. If they got pregnant by someone that doesn't love them, let them do it. If they chose not to love me while I'm loving them, let them do it. Just gotta let people do what they want. Alright? Because how can you control that? You cannot. We wish we can, and we can. Right? It's not impossible. You can force things. You can force things. You can pressure people to do what you want. You can manipulate them. You can get in their minds. Alright? That's force. What about power? Power is being able to just focus on the inside and knowing that whatever you have inside is gonna match exactly on the external as well. That's power. When you force things, when you want to manipulate the outside world to favor you, for one, you're stating you don't have any power. And for two, but when you force things, you're weakening the other side, right? Because, for example, if I project my insecurities and because of that I'm possessive, I'm insecure, I'm weak, I try to force things my way. You can't be with this person, you can't hang out with this certain person. Oh, it's already this time, what are you doing? Why are you not talking to me? Right? Like, this is all external forces being moved around to fit my way of life, to satisfy my ego, right? On the other hand, what am I doing exactly? Showing the other person insecurities, showing the other person I don't trust them, showing the other person I don't really love them, showing the other person, did they even make the right decision with being with me, right? That is the problem when you want to force things, guys. Let go of it. What you are worthy of, whatever you feel like you deserve, you will get, right? You don't get what you think you deserve. You don't get what you deserve, you get what you truly, internally think you deserve. If inside you feel abundance, you feel love, you feel gratitude for your daily life, guess what? You're gonna match that exactly. You're going to receive these things because you are worthy of it. Now, if you're insecure, you feel weak, you feel like the world wants to do you wrong, then what do you expect? You get what you look for, right? You get what you look for. And the only reason you're looking for it is because that's the only thing your brain sees. Let me repeat that. You get what you're looking for, and you only look for the things that your brain sees. And I want to explain this very quickly. In my past, I cheated. Cheated on every girl I met, right? Whether it was short talk, a real relationship, I cheated. All right. That is my problem. That is what I have to fix. That is what this journey is about. And I'm determined, to do that. The cheating part, I didn't do it in my last relationship. Because in the second relationship, when I did cheat, I said I had enough, right? But because of that doesn't mean like I could just move on and pretend I didn't know what I did to these two girls, right? I knew I cheated. And that's who I was. So when I enter this third relationship, why is it that I expect that this person is doing the same thing to me? Right? Because subconsciously, that's what I look for. Subconsciously, if I'm doing it, then someone else must be doing it. If I'm in love, like the other two girls were in love with me, then someone's gonna backstab them, right? Because that's what I did to them. So I have built proof that if you are loving someone, be careful because they will break your heart, right? That's what I did to these girls, so that's what I expect back to me. And when you move on with that feeling, with that motivation, with that determination that that's what's going to happen, guess what? You start thinking, feeling, and acting like the person who deserves to attract that, right? Listen, the universe, the heart, the soul, the mind does not give a fuck whether what you want is good or bad. It does not care. There's no such thing as good or bad. It's only what's true. And what's true is what is repetitive, right? That's what the subconscious mind accepts, what is repetitive to the mind. So if over and over you cheat on people and you take their love for granted, you hurt them, and let's be honest, I was in a relationship for 2 years and then 4 years, and I was just cheating, right? I had like 2 lives at the same time, and eventually I had to look at myself and say, yo, you're dead ass a piece of shit, and a human like you shouldn't be in this world, right? And that sounds tough, but truly, that's how I found the moment, and I decided I had to make a change, I had to make a difference. And maybe that's why I'm here making this video, because this is all part of the process to make a difference. Because I didn't just accept and say, hey, this is just a problem, this is just me, oh well, I can't do nothing about it. I said, no, I know there's something wrong with me, I gotta dig deep. But sometimes you don't learn until you get pain, right? And sometimes one pain isn't enough, the second pain isn't enough, you need sometimes constant pain. And I feel like that's what's happened. I want a future wife, I want a future family, I want to be able to present my mom and dad with children from me, right? That's their dream. They always told me they can't wait to see it. And I'm getting to a point in life where I can't wait to see it either. But is the man who disrespects his girlfriend, is the man who feels insecure about his girlfriend, is the man who projects not love, but maybe hate, right? And that's crazy to think about right now, that I was in a relationship basically projecting hate, right? Because to me, hate in a relationship is lack of trust, disrespect, bad mouthing, lack of trust, and basically, trying to control the other person because you want to selfishly gain something out of it. And I had enough of operating from hate. And it's not like I hate these people. Maybe there's hate towards myself because of the past and, the shame and guilt that I reflected on. But with all heart, today I woke up in the morning, did a 1-hour meditation on love, journaled, went to the gym, just felt euphoria running through my heart, and, accepted that the change is here. I don't need to wait the 90 days to start feeling love. I can start feeling it now. The 90 days is to make sure, like, hey, this is, what's been repeated to your mind, and it is now in your subconscious mind, right? So I'm celebrating today that because of these decisions, because of the pain and the downfalls in life, that's where I grow the most, right? And not everybody's like that, so I have to give myself love and credit that I'm able to look at my mistakes, look at the pain, look at the insecurities, and reflect and be vulnerable with my own self and say, yes, you did fuck up, you are a fuck up in the past, but you can move forward and change your life. And I know that my future wife, whoever she is, and the future kids that I want are there. And it's all because I decided that it's time to make a change, and it's time to love myself and love the world, right? There's no time and space for hate, guys. I love all these people here. Because they're all a representation of me. They're all me in just a different costume, with the same brain, under the same God, right? And we all have our strengths, we all have our weaknesses. But I can only focus on myself. And that's what I'm here to do. This is day 2 of self-love challenge, and I'm already making extreme progress, and I just want to say I love myself. About to meditate right now, but I'm about to do a breathing technique, but I'm feeling resistance. one side of me is saying everybody's gonna look at you like an idiot. But who cares? Because I love myself, right? And that's all that matters. So we're gonna go ahead and do it right now. Fuck it. Had an amazing meditation, journaled, grounded. You know, that's all within Central Park right now, and I think that's one of the greatest experiences I've witnessed, right? Felt a lot of love, felt a lot of joy, a lot of bliss, and again, feeling lucky that I even get to walk and witness this, right? Not even the name New York or Central Park, but if I were to zoom out all the way, all of this is just one little dot filled with galaxies and planets, and here I am on little Earth experiencing consciousness, and that is just a blessing itself, right? I feel so much love and joy, and it's only day 2 of self-love, right? And yeah, man, I expect the challenges, I expect difficulties, but maybe I shouldn't talk like that. Maybe I should move forward and expect that every day will go well. But all I know is that regardless of what comes across my path, I'm ready to overcome these challenges. This is just a beautiful life, a beautiful world, and I'm so glad that these struggles do enter my life. I'm glad that I do feel pain. I'm glad that I do fuck up at times, right? Because how can I ever grow without experiencing what's wrong, right? Because in this world we see it as duality, but I recognize it as non-duality. I don't know if it's non-duality or non-duality. I don't know. Same shit, right? Tomato, tomato, whatever. But without the pain, there's no pleasure. Without the bad, there's no good. Alright. So whenever there are times in life where I'm like, fuck, I feel miserable, I know that after the storm passes, it's sunshine and rainbows, right? And that's how I keep my head optimistic about everything and experience the best growth in life, right? Instead of using that pain and tears and sorrow and keep spiraling down and escape and suppress and repress these things, I go ahead and use it as fuel to grow, to inspire, to motivate, to become different and look within and change my internal world, because I know that history repeats itself, guys. History repeats itself. And we learn history and we keep track of history. That way we're not doomed to repeat history, right? And we all have history, and we have the chance of looking within ourselves and saying, I'm not gonna rewrite history the way it's written already for many years, right? You have the decision to go internally inside yourself and say, what are my subconscious beliefs, right? Because if you never change these subconscious beliefs, your reality will only reflect the same thing. Unfortunately, for many of us, we never look within the subconscious mind until we feel extreme pain. And you know, it took about 7 years of a relationship to say, man, there's a fucking pattern going on, and I can't I can't experience this pattern anymore, right? I've had enough. It's too much, it's too painful. But then again, the fact that I'm recognizing it as too painful means that there's nothing but an abundance of pleasure and love on the other end of the spectrum. And that is the path I'm taking and going towards. Honestly, I'm thrilled for the next 3 months. Truly. A lot of people underestimate how much of a difference you can make in the next 3 months of your life, right? But the reason is we all live day to day, repeating the same day, right? Repeat the same moments, same thoughts, same feelings, same actions. So why do we expect a different reality if we live day to day living the same? But I've noticed that once you set a clear intention, you can make a drastic change within 3 months. And that is what I'm most excited about, right? Never ever did I think I'd be here with a camera, walking around, you know. I had a bunch of limiting beliefs around this. But still, I'm showing up and doing it. And I'm enjoying it. And it feels aligned with my purpose. So here we are. And I just want to document this journey to show you guys all beautiful girls staring at me. Wow. You see? Alright, that's my weakness there. See beautiful eyes and a beautiful smile, and I'm like, that's future wifey there, right? But what can I expect, man, when I feel so much love for myself right now, right? And it's great. And I hope that one day, you know, I'm able to spread this special knowledge, spread this wisdom and experience with others that may be going through this, because in this world, we are taught to hate ourselves. We are taught to indulge in things that destroy our self-worth, right? Because into this world we were born nothing but love, or for mother holding us in their arms and feeding us and nurturing us. How is that ever hate? You know, it makes no sense to say we were born with love already inside of us. So I want to remove all the blockages in life. I want to remove all the negative feelings, all the negative beliefs, remove all negative actions that create this consciousness, right? Because the only reality is my consciousness. My consciousness is my I am. What do I assume about myself? Do I assume I'm worthy of love? Am I worthy of abundance? Am I worthy of all great opportunities that come my way, right? These are all what creates my reality, and it's simply what I believe is true to myself. And that's the most difficult part, right? Because our subconscious mind is through a feeling, and our conscious mind is our thoughts. And we have thousands of thoughts going through our mind that we are not aware of. We have feelings that we are not aware of. For example, we may feel feelings of anxiety or sadness, or, you know, whatever the feeling may be, but a lot of us don't know how to handle it, right? It drives us, because emotions drive behavior. And a lot of us have practiced that when we feel certain behavior, we must escape on certain substances, escape through other people, escape through, you know, whatever the case may be that helps us suppress our emotions. And I feel like I've been suppressing my emotion, the lack of love I have for myself, you know, self-appreciation for the last 7 years. Or who knows how long this lack of self-love has been there, right? I assume it's been 7 years only because for those 7 years I've been in a relationship. But before those 7 years, it must have been, you know, it must have been creating its path to my subconscious mind, right? So I'm assuming in my subconscious mind there's been at least 10 years of programming my way to self-sabotage love, to not love myself. I was taught for many years to not love myself, right? So maybe by the age of 10, 11, 12, because I could remember experiences, you know, where I would try to approach a kid in school and basically I'll get told to F off, right? I remember that clearly. 5th grade, lunchroom, approached a random kid in the table sitting alone and he told me, fuck off, right? So why do I remember that? Because memories are experiences and deep emotions, and those create a special memory. And the fact that about 14 years later, I could remember it very clearly, the kid's name, even though I've never spoke to him, I just knew his name, but I'm able to recall that specific moment for some reason, right? And that's because that moment has implanted itself deep in my subconscious mind, right? So we move forward in life without ever changing what our subconscious mind believes. And we are doomed to repeat history over and over if we never reflect and change the subconscious mind through our conscious mind, right? So that is my journey right now. Because I know if I change my subconscious mind to only serve me, to no longer put me down, then I know that the world's potential is unlimited. And that's what I seek. A world with unlimited love, unlimited possibilities, unlimited experiences. That's truly my world. And nothing can stop me from achieving that world. So thank you, God, for putting me through the toughest challenges, for experiencing the darkest feelings, for giving me experiences where, you know, I don't want to say this, but experiences where you're like, fuck, is life even worth it? But here I am, still alive, and the storm is passing, and I'm ready to absorb all the light that God has ready to shine. God bless, guys. I feel love.